Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to another edition of Anjanette Speaks. I am in a different place. I'm always in a different place, trying different things. And I wanted to welcome you. I know everybody's busy on this Saturday, but I just wanted to come and stop by and continue the conversation on trust issues. What we're going to talk about today is trust issues in relationships, in romantic relationships. Last time I was talking about just around relationships, any type of relationship, and having trust issues. But now I'm going to narrow it down a little bit to romantic trust. So, what about those, and how do we get past if someone has betrayed us or has broken that trust? Let me just do a couple of little housekeeping things and let you guys know I am changing my time. And so I will be starting on April the 21st. April 21st. That is a Thursday. Thursday night around 8 o'clock. I will be here, and that will be my permanent time to come on and go live. Honey. So I am changing my time because I feel like I will have more views and more interactive conversations on a Thursday night versus a Saturday afternoon. And I want to let you guys know I am so excited. I am so excited, honey. I have been asked to submit uh, a portion of my story. And so I'm going to be a featured author in the book called Unmuted. Woo! So y'all know that I got a couple of books that I've been working on trying to write. This kind of pushed me into getting in the habit of writing more. And so you guys go out and buy the book. Listen, I'm gonna post the book chat after I'm done. I'm gonna post it. If you guys go to my page at Anthony Wilson, you'll be able to scroll and look, and I posted the link in there as well. It's called Unmuted. I'm unmuted. That means I get to tell my story unadulterated in the way it happened to me, honey, and to show you guys how God has brought me from the grave to glory. That's the name of it. So, thank you for watching. All right, so let's get into it. Listen, we got trust issues, right? And my whole thing was I wanted to today, I do stuff for a reason, but today I posted on my page and I said, and the post said something about if your some of y'all's husbands is in our inbox saying that he's in a little calling y'all's marriage a little situation. And so some people that was on there was, commenting or whatever, and I said, I'm telling this on my page, and I'm gonna tell her, girl, cheat back. Go on and start cheating so you can get ahead of the curve. LOL. However, we want to talk about some real stuff because I'm that kind of person. If I done gave you my all and I'm faithful and we are doing something together and I found out you betrayed me, the higher side of me, I probably should just leave, right? Or see if I can get past it if it's something that, is that we could prevent or something we can work out. Or if I go to the lower side, if you go low, I'm going to hell. Pray for me. And I cheat back. Let you see how that feels, right? However, I'm not saying it's right. So, what do we do? How do you handle a relationship that has fell prey to trust being broken? That doesn't always mean cheating. That could mean they stole from you. That could mean that they told someone a secret that you told them. They shared something intimate with other people. That could mean, they did something else, stole your social security number. Anything like that inside of a romantic relationship that breaches the trust. How do we handle it? How would you handle it? I know in the past I haven't handled it very well. And I'm kind of the person I try to forgive. I'm just not good at forgiving. And I feel like you, me, I can only speak for me because at this point, I have to be transparent. So those of us that think like me, we need to change our thinking. So sometimes I would know that a person had betrayed me, and I would stay in that relationship, feeling betrayed, right? And I would stay in that relationship. That is not a good thing to do. You should not stay in a relationship that you know you can't handle and you can't forgive and move forward. Any successful relationship has had its, bouts of trust and whatever else, ex-husbands, ex-wives, ex-girlfriends, whatever, boyfriends, whatever. And but when your trust, when you're the person that betrayed another person, that guilt can just weigh on your heart, right? And saying I'm sorry doesn't stop the other person from feeling like you're not who I thought you were. I remember when I first got into this relationship, and I really thought like he was the one, right? I really did. I really thought he was the one. I really did. I really, really did. So I thought he was the one, and I'm in this relationship with this man, and we are trying to make sure that we doing the best we can, right, with our relationship. We talking, we communicating, everything is great. Our kids are our kids, it's great. Then one day I noticed that he started leaving his phone face down. He started like facing his phone down, started keeping it with him, started staying outside a little bit longer. And because I've been with the players that wrote the book on cheating, I already knew what that was. Now, how far he had gotten into the cheating, I didn't know. I was so disappointed. Oh my God. I can remember that feeling, right? And I didn't know what to do, how to handle it. We were living together. We were supposed to be getting married. And, it was the answer to my prayers. And that brother liked to have emotional relationships or whatever else, right? And I didn't know the nature of it, nothing. And I found out, I looked in his phone one day. It must have went off or something. And I looked and I seen messages between him and a young lady that lived in his hometown. And of course, I reacted. I'm going off. I'm going off. You know, he was cool. He was like, that ain't nobody. That girl is. They love that one child. That she 2,000 miles away. She 600 miles away. They love that one. But you talking to her every day. You telling her how your day was before you ever got to me, right? So when he would come home, he wouldn't even want to talk to me. He wouldn't even want to talk to me because he had already had a conversation all the way home from work, right? When when you are betraying, not saying that you can't talk to other women. I'm not saying that because some men do have female friends. A lot of my friends are males and they have wives, and they wives know that I'm their friend. That's the difference, right? So I don't know nothing about your little friend. So when we got to the place where we needed to address it, of course, then he ended up putting it on me. It was my fault. It was the way that I looked, da da da, and all this here, right? And I didn't know what to do, y'all. I didn't know what to do, how to handle it. I was stuck. I was stuck. And then I was so hurt that I didn't want to like cheat back or anything like that. But It used to be, it was like it went on for a little while, right? So this went on, and it may be one woman and then another woman and then another woman, and then it just got to the place where I was just like, you know, then I'm gonna entertain somebody too, since that's what I'm doing. Okay, now that's the part in me that didn't want to be by myself. So then I would rather deal with somebody that's talking to other women and entertaining other women and emotionally, asking them, about marriage and kids and building that relationship with them because of my own stuff that was going on with me. You can read the books. Read the book. You be able to see. So anyway, I was like, man, how can I get past all of this? So when the time changed and everything changed and things were happening, things going on, I felt like this. I had a choice to make. Am I going to save this relationship and is he changing his ways? And am I going to stay in this relationship and try to work this out? Or am I going to continue this toxic, distrustful relationship? I continue the toxic, distrustful relationship. Right? So I gave myself permission. I'm like, anytime you want to, do it. Because he did it. I can talk to who I want to talk to. And then I started to play these mind games with myself because that's what hurt people do when they've been betrayed, right? You don't know how somebody's going to act when they've been betrayed. So then you like, I mean, this could work in my favor because if I see somebody that I want to talk to or I'm attracted to, I can talk to them just like he's doing and it won't be no problem. What can he really say? Nothing. Of course, that's not what happened. But what can he really say? What can you really say as the person that did the betraying? What can you really say? Nothing. How about this? I submit that we handle it one of two ways. We only have one of two ways. I say you work it out and you talk about it, and everybody takes accountability. If you are the one that is being betrayed or the one that's doing the betraying, you have a responsibility to make sure that that person trusts you again. If you want to gain that person's trust back, if that means going to counseling, if that means not blocking somebody, I don't know, whatever you have to do if you want to keep that man or woman in your life. And then the other thing is call it quits. I think a lot of the reason why we get in these situations and a lot of the reason why we do some of the things we do because we don't know who we are. We don't know who we are. We don't know. We are lost as to who we are. So we don't know our capacity and what we can and cannot deal with. I was stretched to capacity in this situation. I was stretched financially, emotionally, mentally. I was stretched, right? And I feel like I didn't know who I was. I didn't know my value. I didn't realize my worth. I didn't know. And I think I was ugly? No. But when the person that you're supposed to be in love with is seeing other women, Instagram models or women that he feel like is shaped better than you, and he's throwing that in your face, that hurts. Not, and then y'all live together, you got bills together, you got accounts together, y'all are in this intertwined situation of finances, money, and distrust and all this stuff. If it gets that toxic and bad, I say cut it off. But that's because I learned, right? So what I want to submit today is if you are the person that got betrayed, you have a responsibility to forgive. But you are not obligated to stay. You have a responsibility to forgive, but you are not obligated to stay. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. Think about
that. It's always the ones you would die for. If you wanna sleep, then I guess you can snore. Only I do it for? Don't get out of my skin when you on my bad side for. Meet me at the top, meet me at the top, whoa. Meet me at the top, meet me at the top, whoa. Girl, let's go. Oh, in that water, girl, let's flow.
That's my little cousin, Manye. I think she's Yay Too Crucial on Facebook and Instagram. She made that little plug for me. And so I just wanted to insert that real quick. So listen, if you are the person that betrays someone, if you are the person that did that betrayed someone that did the betraying, you have a responsibility, like I said before, to make up for what you did. Now, how can you do that? You can change your behavior. You can, make sure they know where you are. Um, I think you should affirm and validate that man or woman. So I think the first thing, I used to think that women only internalized it, but men internalize it too. They just internalize it in a different way. And so if you find out as a man that you've been cheated on, you start to look inside of yourself, right? And I think if you're the one or the woman that's betrayed him, I think you should tell him, like, I love you, that was something I was going through, whatever, like, I need you in my life, whatever, like, that's the time to be transparent, right? And really try to make that thing work. Because of course, my goal with Internet Speaks and talking about these interracial relationships, interracial issues, is that I want us to get better and do better so that we can have these productive, loving, healthy relationships. Healthy, not toxic, healthy, right? So what I'm submitting to you is as the man that, as the person that's being betrayed, the man or the woman that has been betrayed, I'm submitting that you allow them to change their ways and allow that change to happen, right? It takes a big person that loves a lot, right, to say, okay, this person cheated on me, and work through that, however you work through that, and get through it and get past it. That's maturity, and that's love. That's what love is. That's what love is. It's maturity. It's getting past it. It doesn't keep record of wrong. And if it is keeping record of wrong, then it's not love. Y'all comment down below what you think. Am I on to something? Am I off? What you think? Let's see what Facebook. Thing on Facebook. Thank you, John, for sharing. So listen, I submit those things to you, right? And you take those things and go and try to implement that. It's hard for me, and I'm struggling through this because I'm kind of going through a little bit of that right now. And I just feel like once it gets to the point where you guys can't trust the words that come out of each other's mouth, it's probably time to let that go, right? And let that be so that you can move on and find the love and the trust and the, everything that you need. Now, I'm going to tell you, men that get betrayed, they take it way worse than you do. And I feel bad for them, right? Because they're like, especially when they really loved you and they really didn't didn't do anything wrong, right? And they really love you. They take it. They take it really, really, really deep, right? And cuts them. And a lot of times, the women that come after you, they pay for it. And let me just submit this thought. It's not your fault. It wasn't you. It was nothing you did. It wasn't that you didn't have sex enough or good enough, woman, man. It wasn't that you didn't communicate. It wasn't that you made them sad. It was something inside of them that gave them the permission to say, what I have with you is replaceable. What I have here is replaceable. That has nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Everything to do with their upbringing and their set of morals and values. And I think we need to get to know people better than what we do. Dating is for getting to know each other, not for screwing. If we put less emphasis on screwing and more emphasis on getting to know somebody at their core, we can weed out a lot of the stuff we're going through right now. Our problem is we want to meet somebody and jump in the bed. Because if the sex ain't good, then you don't even want to talk. But what if the sex is great and their character is shabby? They a shitty person? Then what? How, like, what you, they just gonna make you feel good in the bedroom? Like, that's what people, sometimes it's like that. But when you go higher, and what I'm trying to, for those of us that are Internet Speaks fans, I always submit a challenge to us with our character and everything, and I have to do it too, right? So I'm not on here talking about something that I'm not trying to practice, put into practicality, making sure that my life reflects what I'm telling you. And so we have got to do better as a people, right? And take the time to get to know somebody. How do they treat their kids? You meet a man and they like, oh yeah, I love my kids. I got 3 kids and they this age and this age, and you're like, oh really? So when's the last time you seen your children? My 8-year-old, my mama moved to Virginia, and I ain't seen her in about 3 years. Well, do you FaceTime on the phone or anything like? Nah, every time I call, she sleep. Me and the mama don't really get along, which could be all true. Could be all true. But the women that are in the situations, that's a character flaw. If that man is not taking care of his own seed, what is he gonna do with us? He ain't gonna take care of us. He gonna make excuses for us. He gonna make excuses in his life because he's not responsible for people that came out of him. What about the woman? Finances jacked up, credit bad. My homeboy told me, he said, tell the women, tell the women this. We understand, right? If you working, you doing this, and that. He said, but when you talking to a man and you dating him, he said, don't let him come to your house and you got sheets hanging over your window. He said, if you don't do, just leave the blinds in. He said, tell them when you invite a man to your house and you not cooking, don't have no dishes in the sink. Tell them that when you invite a man to their house, tell them to go in there and clean the bathroom that the man is gonna be using. Because the first thing he gonna do in the middle of everything is go use the bathroom. He said because that tells us a lot, even in this day and time, right? If you took the time to invite me to your house, then it should be straight. I was like, okay. Because Lord knows my house gonna be taken out of home for. But I wouldn't invite no man to my house and it look crazy. But he said that. He said, and if you smoke, do not smoke in front of him until you know that it's okay. And he said, this is not about being yourself. This is about putting your best foot forward. He can know you smoke. That's not hiding it. But don't sit up and talk to him and then flick a cigarette or light a blunt. He said, even if I smoke, that's not ladylike. That's coming from a man. Now, that's a whole other subject. But we're talking about character. If we get to know these people better that we are trying to date, a lot of the stuff that we're going through, we wouldn't go through. Because if you look at it, trust issues and trust and being accountable and character, all of that run together. Are you a man and woman of your word? Are you a liar? Have you cheated in the past? Are you just one of them kind of people that need that constant validation from the opposite sex? Because women are that way too. This is definitely not a one-way street here. So are you dealing with them people? I'm gonna tell you right now. If you dealing with somebody or meet somebody with those type of issues and you realize it, get out. Exit stage left. Boom, out. Take a first class flight out of their life. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, nothing good gonna come of it. Because character is character is character is character. Your moral compass is your moral compass. If the man don't feel like it's okay to date your sister, once y'all break up, or if the woman feel like it's all right to date your brother, that's a moral thing. You don't want anybody walking around with no moral compass. They'll do anything to you, anything, and blame it on you and say you did it, or you the reason why they did it. I didn't talk your head off for almost 30 minutes. I hope that you have enjoyed this time with Anjanette Speaks. I'm going to tell you that if you are the person that has caused or betrayed someone or violated somebody's trust, you have a responsibility if you're staying to make it up. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through it if that's what it is and that's what you want. And then the second thing is the person that is supposed to be doing the forgiving, give that person an opportunity to show you they're different. You have to trust God in something. Trust that God will show you if this is not right for you. If you're going to stay in that situation, you need time to think. You take all the time that you need, right? But make sure that you are in. If you're going to stay, you're going to stay. And if you're going to go, you're going to go. Because trust issues do not go away. Betrayal and the sting of betrayal is memorable. And men and women, y'all cannot cheat on people and do things to people and they not expect if they do something back, now you just the lost. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. People allow you to be human and you don't allow them to be human. That's not fair. That's a different kind of stuff. So allow each other to have the space. I love you. This person is, I love you. I need you. I want you in my life. I want you to be here. And allow that person to show you that they're different. I'm not saying go in there blind and be like, oh my God, this person is da 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 da. No, what I'm saying is go in with the idea that I want to see change behavior. I want to see X, Y, and Z happen. Y'all have those conversations. If you are with somebody that you cannot have that conversation with, please, it's a waste of time. This has been another edition of Anjanette Speaks. I am so excited. Go get the book. I'm gonna post the link in the bio. Is it bio? Yeah, the link in the bio in the comments. I'm gonna post the link. Y'all go buy the book. Y'all go buy the book. I'm gonna be in the book. I'm a featured artist in the book. I'm an author. I'm about to be a published author. And also remember, like and share. Love, 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 and share. Go to Anjanette Speaks and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you know every time that I go live. Thank you for watching Anjanette Speaks, the real, the raw, and the